All right, all right. Welcome everyone. First of all, Swan, it is not the gay music, even though I guess with the two song choices tonight were I guess the gay ones. You know, we got Wicked and we got Kingdom Hearts, but nothing like perking the audience up before the stream. That is right. We got to make sure that some people don't fall asleep while we're live.
Oh, okay. All right. I see how it is. I see how it is. Also, there is nothing gay about Kingdom Hearts. I had hold up. What's this picture of Sora and Riku? Where'd you get that
it's
from?
it's there's something slightly gay about Kingdom Hearts, but
Ooh, that's pretty gay. Yikes. Okay, point taken.
the gay blade is a thing. Don't tell SWAT
Oh
about
my
the gay
god.
blade.
No, the gay blade doesn't exist. Just don't look that up. Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
uh Anyway, don't forget to put your stars in the chat as the lovely Swan has done. We have a very DC heavy show tonight. If we get through everything, we might touch on some Marvel stuff, or we might save that. But we have news brand new about the Batman 2. Finally, some news on that. And we will speculate and hypothesize and theorize over a literal snowflake. But before we get to that, everyone watching, everyone in the chat, it's Wow. Greetings, travelers, whiz kids, and word players. It is Wednesday, which means it is Wow Wednesday once again. I am Wizard of Wordplay, the Wow of Wow Wednesday, and I am joined as I am always by he's as smooth as Tennessee whiskey and sweet as strawberry wine. It's Jesker James.
Yo, what's good? What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on? Uh, your your boy's got something interesting coming up tomorrow. Not YouTube related, but real life related. I'm headed to Nashville tomorrow, folks.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm headed all the way up to Nashville.
Have you finally got you that recording, that record deal that you've been
It's
looking at?
finally happened, man. I'm gonna be topping all the charts. It's gonna be redonkulous.
We got Jesker's newest country album, uh, like I Hate My Mom and other famous singles.
Back home in the holler, people say they love their mamas, but I think mine's one colossal bitch.
And other favorites like Cousin Fucking.
Daddy looked at me as I looked at her and said, she's just a cousin.
And who can forget, man, this couch is heavy.
This fucking couch can go to fucking hell because it's way too damn fucking heavy. Ow, my back.
Order now.
Oh, shit. But no, we're I actually got to deliver furniture to fucking Nashville tomorrow.
That's a. I mean, that's cool to have to do that. But I don't know how far you are from Nashville, so it might be like, well, that's stupid. But
4 or 5 hour drive.
oh man, that is kind of like that is dumb. Like
I don't care.
there's furniture stores closer, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but the boss knows this guy, and it's the dude's daughter, and it's it's a favor, and I don't care, dude. I'd rather be going to Nashville than staying around the store all day. I'm good.
That's true. Yeah, I've been here. I've been listening to a lot of like wrestling podcasts, and they talk about I hear Nashville and the other like Tennessee territories brought up a few times. It's always funny. the history of wrestling that is in there. But
Yeah, Nashville's I've only been there once actually, but it's
well,
an interesting place.
because like Memphis, like Memphis was big with wrestling.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah. Memphis was definitely big with wrestling.
And so, you hear a lot about how they're like, yeah, the Tennessee territory, had Memphis, and they would work in the other places and everything.
But Nashville's it's a fun place. It's busy as all get out, but it's a fun place.
Let's say hello to the chat. Noxie is here. Hello, says Harada, the Tekken guy, is working for SNK now. Yeah, it's basically like someone said is that Harada really wants Tekken to have like no one's ever like competed with Tekken, so Harada left to make a second Tekken to compete against Tekken, like because he's like finally a worthy opponent. I have to make one myself. You mean it's not Wild Wednesday? No, or Wild Wednesday? No, it is not. Swan. I still will like because obviously the Wild Wednesday was misheard by someone who thought it was, for the longest time, thought it was Wild Wednesday and did not know that it was WoW. And then when I said it was WoW, it was it was like, why is it WoW? And I'm like, well, what are my initials? And they're like, oh. So good laugh was had by all them. But I'll be recording, like I'll use the voice to text, and it'll still type wild. It's just somehow like saying wow in such a way as if whether it's the weird Midwestern accent or the nasally in my voice that it just comes out. Sometimes it'll be so fast it'll sound like wild, saying like wow Wednesday. I don't know, but
Wild Wednesday is a completely different thing that I would not Google
No.
because you probably don't want that on your internet history.
But anyway, welcome Swan as always, and Roygen here. That's the gay blade is the key that unlocks you out of the closet. Welcome Roygen. Baki here as well. Welcome everybody. Jesker.
Yes.
What, besides recording your country album, what did you do this week?
Oh, well, man, we, did some Mother's Day stuff. I think I've said it before. We got a couple of ladies in the family that are about to give birth to some baby boys. No, neither one is my son. I can understand why you would go there, but no, I got some nephews on the way. So we had a cookout to celebrate Mother's Day, and I got them some gifts. One's going to be born early June, and so June's birthstone is a pearl. I got her. That's my sister's baby. I got her a pearl necklace, and then my sister-in-law.
Whoa there, Jesker.
Is
pearl necklace for your sister? Did you?
Whoa. It was a necklace with a single pearl. Okay. Don't you nasty motherfucker. But kudos. I can also respect that. My sister-in-law, hers is going to be late May. So May is the birthstone is emerald. So I got her some emerald earrings.
Whoa. Wow. I mean, you were getting some nice, they just had showers, didn't they? So they got like showers and Mother's Day. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's, it's a good time to be an expectant mother in this family.
Yeah. Then in the future, like it'll be the birthdays will be close-ish to Mother's Day, I suppose. But
yeah, they'll. I mean, if Interchesker, it should have been me. Not
Not
him.
him.
Me.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. um, but if things keep going the way they're going, these kids are gonna be born in the same week. Like that's crazy, dude. And
Yeah.
they'll be going to school together and everything, and probably be best friends, hopefully. But yeah, it's good. It's about to be crazy around here, man. Jamie was showering her cat tonight, and no, that isn't anything dirty. Oh God, man, I giving a cat a bath is rough, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dogs are easy, but cats, ooh.
Yeah, dogs are just like, duh, okay.
Yeah. I did not see Mortal Kombat over the weekend.
I did, so I'll be able to give
Oh.
a spoiler-free review of that.
All right. I was busy with Mother's Day stuff, but I do plan to go see it this weekend. I have heard that apparently it lives up to the spirit of Mortal Kombat. Apparently it's much better than the first film. And also I've heard that it kind of just leans into the Mortal Kombat-ness, I guess you could say. Don't know if that's the right way to put it.
Well, I mean, like this one actually just is the tournament.
Okay.
And remember the first one, it's like the tournament's gonna happen. Like when you watch this and you realize like what were they thinking with that first one? And I'll get into it if you're done.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So Baki says Mortal Kombat 2 is very good. It is. And the idea that it's like, okay, now this is the tournament, and it's like what were we thinking with that first one? Being like, oh, this is just the pre-tournament and the champions are gonna fight each other, and it's like, but it's all the Earth people, and then it's also Sub-Zero's here. Like it was Shang Tsung doing bullshit, and that usually works for a plot, but it was just like it felt like almost like a streaming TV show. And that first movie was like the first couple episodes. This is the second half. Like it was almost like it kind of fits in that way. Because it takes place probably like the same week of the first movie. Like they never really tell you, but they also never tell you otherwise. Like it's not like it's been 5 years since the attack from Shang Tsung,
Well, I figured they wouldn't do the 5-year thing, but I thought at least it'd be like, a year or something later. But
it very well might be. They just straight up just don't tell you though. They're just like, yeah, whatever.
Imagine the movie starts out the next day. Like it has like a brief recap of the first movie, and then it says the next day, and then we just start the second movie, and it's like, oh, okay, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, really, like they don't even really recap much. They do tell you some things, and obviously you're meant to. It's not like they completely erase the first one. You're meant to have seen it. You're meant to have known what was going on.
Right.
Fates of the characters from the first movie are directly acknowledged and followed up on, and stuff like that. But Cole Young is in the movie. I was surprised, but he's here. He's there.
Yeah, I expected it. I mean, he was your main character in the first one. You can't just ditch him.
But he's in it. But yeah. But no. So Johnny Cage. What I read before, and we had talked about it last week, that like Johnny Cage and Katana are like the main characters of the movie, and that is true. Not in the sense that they're like a pair. They just are on two separate story arcs that cross over like once. But that's it. And yeah, so we have like that. That's good. Carl Urban as Johnny Cage is serviceable. He's pretty all right, like good, like many times. Like he still was like a weird casting, and I still believe that. It's like, this was a weird guy to pick. But yeah, he wasn't I bought into it after a while. He's not meant to be the young Johnny Cage. He's an older Johnny Cage who is who's past his movie star prime. Basically, is the story they're telling.
Yeah. Well, they showed that in the first trailer.
Yeah. Which something that was in that trailer that I didn't notice, and I alluded to it in a tweet. Let me see if I can pull it up. But this one it didn't hit me until I was on the drive home. But I tweeted out right after I had gotten home. I said, I have deduced that Mortal Kombat 2 features an Easter egg to Justice League Unlimited of all things. Hear all about it on the show Wednesday night. So there is I suspect, Easter egg to Justice League Unlimited. In that, in the trailer, we see Johnny sitting at like a Comic-Con kind of thing. And on the right of him is a like booth that has like comic stuff or whatever, but it has an ad for the Huntress, the DC character Huntress, just displayed on the side. On the other side is the Question. And in no two worlds are you ever going to put Huntress and Question. Like, of all the two characters to pick, you pick those ones who are, of course, the like number one ship of Justice League Unlimited. So I don't know if that's true or not, if that was planned or what, but I'm just like, of all the coincidences in the world, like, come on, you pick those two. You know, that, so I was like, I wonder if that's intentional at all.
I would have to think so.
Yeah, and I looked. There's no other ones around it. Like I look, there's not like Batman, and they didn't go like, oh, here's everybody everywhere, you know. And it was just those two is what you see, and it's like that's crazy. Like of all of them, but
just imagine at the end of the film, Bruce Wayne shows up at a bar with Johnny Cage, and he's like,
"I'm here to talk to you about the Injustice Initiative."
yes, dude, that would shit, bro. That would be fucking wild.
If that would be cool to do if it was Ben Affleck and every Snyder bro like loses their shit and it's gonna be like Zack Snyder directs Injustice the movie, and it's like Henry Cavill as Injustice Superman,
or Mortal Kombat versus DC, like a live action version of that.
Yeah. That's like a modern NetherRealm thing now, so it makes sense to have two main characters. Yeah, and you know, and it is a movie, and they do try to do that. Like, I mean, they had Cole Young in that first one, and you can definitely tell it's like, man. But they also had Scorpion too. Scorpion wasn't in it a lot, but you can tell Scorpion was kind of positioned to be like a protagonist.
Yeah.
There's a lot of MK11 in this that you can tell they were like making this while MK11 was in the works. Like we see in the trailer, we see Noob, and Noob has his whatchamacallit, his like kukri, right? Like the sickle sword thing.
Yes.
Just like he does in MK11. So it's like you could tell it was like they were doing that at the time. And his mask is literally like MK11 Noob Saibot like default.
So let me guess.
Jade has her staff.
So let me guess. The movie ends with the fucking Kronika showing up.
Nope. No Kronika.
Be like, I'm back, bitches.
Kronika, played by like Tilda Swinton. You know?
I mean, that would kind of work though.
There's actually no after credit scene whatsoever. There is a setup, but it seems almost like we don't expect to have a third one kind of setup.
Well, see, I was thinking they would combine MK2 and 3 in this one, and that third one would be Shinnok.
No, so I don't know what necessarily they're adapting, but it feels a lot like a modern NetherRealm story and not a modern MK story, not the old ones. So like very much like if I will say going into this, the plot is very like cliche and predictable. And that if you have seen an MK movie at all or MK game at all within the past like couple, you'll know the exact plot this story is going to go down.
That's not a bad thing.
No, but it is just like, yeah, I mean, I'm just not going to be surprised. Fight scenes are good. People do the moves. There's good fatalities in there. Um, as you want, as you need. So overall, like, yeah, it's an enjoyable movie, and definitely watch it. Out, if not in theaters, then when it comes out in streaming, because it'll be good. We'll see what they do. They, like I said, they set up a lot of stuff. We'll see what they follow up on, and
Well, I will be seeing it this weekend for sure.
Noxie says it's not a no. There's nothing. It's like I said, the ending isn't like, here we go. It's more just like, well, I mean, well, technically, Mortal Kombat is a multiverse if you consider the other realms. I mean, it's not, but it is. But
Well, there's two types of multiverses. I think when most people think of multiverse, what they mean is alternate timelines.
yeah, Zombie Boy is here. Hello, Zombie Boy. We're not getting Mortal Kombat 1 again. I mean, the video game. So the yeah, just like good action stuff and not a waste of time. Definitely not.
All I'm looking is for a good popcorn flick, but I'm definitely gonna check it out this weekend for sure.
And there's a couple of things where it was like, man, they really listened to the critique of that first movie, and they were just like, all right, fine, assholes, let's just rush into it. Fuck it.
Sorry.
Fucking like fine, here's Cole, like fine, Cole Young's in it, but here's Johnny Cage and Katana. They're the real stars. Like, oh, okay. Like Katana gets her fans, right? But they also are like, well, those fans were in the cave in the temple in the first movie. How'd she get them? Fuck you. We don't care. Here they are. She got them. All right. Cool. People were debating Jade, like, because obviously the actress that plays her is the one from Naughty Dog's new game, the bald lady, and people are like, it's woke and Jade's shitty and all this, and it's like, she's fine.
A bald lady does not equal woke. I don't know where this shit is coming from.
Yeah, well, it's like people have tried to be like, when the movie does bad, they put her face on there, but when the movie does good, they put Johnny Cage's face, and they're like, it's like, come on, like, why are you picking the black lady for this? Like, stop doing that shit. But overall, yeah, it's good stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna go see Mandalorian. That comes out this month too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. For me, it's Mortal Kombat, and then it'll either, I forget which one comes out first. It'll either be the Disclosure movie from Steven Spielberg, or it'll be Spider-Man after Mortal Kombat.
I think He-Man's before Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I gotta see He-Man too. I'm probably just gonna let Mando and Grogu slip through the cracks, dude.
I'm not pulled into it. I'm not like, there's nothing compelling me. Like, there's nothing in the trailer that goes like ooh, like if season 3 didn't happen, I'd be hyped for it. But season 3 happened, and that killed my hype for Mandalorian. So
I just, my taste for Star Wars in general is just, I'm just at the point where I'm like,
yeah.
And I hate that I've gotten to that point. I really hate that I've gotten to that point, because it was my favorite film franchise for the longest. But
well, there was so little of it for the, like in our childhoods, there was only 6 of them.
Yeah, but damn, dude. I mean, that was still a juggernaut. I mean, shit. Yeah,
I know, but it's like things are better when there's less of it, right? Like, like, then it's like,
apparently. I mean,
there's been more Star Wars movies in our lifetime than before it.
I mean, to be fair though, like we grew up in a pretty good era. I mean, fuck people that hate the prequels. I'm sorry, but that's just a bunch of old ass 80s people that are just trying to, they don't like anything that's different than what they grew up with. But we had the prequels. I mean, Star Wars was everywhere, dude. I mean, it was on cereal boxes, it was on Chef Boyardee, You had the lightsabers and the toys, a whole aisle dedicated to Star Wars. Uh, then after the prequels, I mean, you had video games every fucking where.
Yeah.
And then after the prequels, I mean, it wasn't that long after we got the Clone Wars series, and that kept it alive for a while. And you still had all the books and the novels coming out. Darth Plagueis, the novel, like shit, dude, that shit is fantastic.
Yeah, but it was the Disney oversaturation is what killed it. Like movie, like just media wise, like Clone Wars was like a hidden gem if you think about it. It was because it was Disney didn't own it yet. I don't think it was just like a licensed kind of thing, and people were having fun with it over here. Like, ooh, it's over here, its own thing. If you're into Star Wars, cool. You like watching Star Wars shit, cool. But it's like it's not. Don't stress about it. It's not homework. And then Clone Wars became homework, and then it's like, what the hell is this,
dude? It's I don't know, man. What Disney should have done is Disney should have done the sequels and done them well, and then just kind of let it rest for a little bit. Just
yeah.
let us
Just like,
breathe.
yeah, we did another trilogy, cool.
Yeah,
There you go.
There's your sequel trilogy, and then rest for a bit. And like, because like what when did episode 9 come out? Was that
No, that wasn't that long ago. That was like
was it 2018?
2018, probably. I think, yeah.
Okay, so I would have just said, you know what? Let's just take 5 years off and just kind of let it breathe. All right. And then we'll come back and we'll do all this spin-off stuff and everything. And you can kind of take it or leave it. And I definitely want to do another Skywalker saga film. I would have episode 9 be the end of that. And then you come back with all these other stories in the universe and just kind of do whatever from there. But what do I know? I'm not a multi-billion-dollar company with the mouse as their mascot.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like a good timeline to show everything in release order, but the problem is you look up the fucking timeline, it's the timeline. It's like I don't want the timeline, I want like our timeline, not their timeline. Like I want like what came out in our world, not what happened in theirs. Like I don't care the fucking where
Well,
Solo takes place according to the fucking Clone Wars.
I mean, Revenge of the Sith was 2005, and Clone Wars, I think, was when did Clone Wars start? I want to say it was 2008.
Yeah, it was a bit after because I remember like I was in like 6th grade when Clone Wars came out and Revenge of the Sith came out, and I was like second or third or something. I think I went to see it, but I was like way too young. But I know I watched it on DVD like crazy.
No, it may have been 2007 because it had 5 seasons before Disney bought it. And they bought it in 2012, so it may have been
2008 was the Clone Wars movie.
How did it get 5 seasons then before Disney bought it in 2012, right?
2005 was Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
The show was also 2008, yeah.
Yeah, because the movie kicked off the show. How did they get 5 seasons if Disney before Disney if they bought into? I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, let me look at the Wikipedia.
Well, no, okay. So if it started in 2008, it would have been 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, and then the 5th season would have been 2012. Probably right.
Yeah, that's what it
Disney
says.
bought.
It says yeah, started September 29, 2012, and then ended 2013, March 2nd.
Okay, yeah. So the 5th season was already in production and released by that point. Okay.
Yeah, because then it was Lost Missions on Netflix. That was like those like, isn't that the ones that they're like shittily animated? They're like the in production ones.
Yes.
And then it was the final season on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's crazy that they even brought Clone Wars back, but I guess they were just like, because if they're the ones that killed it, you know, like it's like if
Well, they
if
kind of
they,
had to because there was loose ends.
yeah,
We had to see how Maul got to where he was in Rebels. Um,
we're
we had
still
to,
seeing that.
we're still seeing that. We had to see, like what Ahsoka was doing during Revenge of the Sith, because the original plan for the Clone Wars was to actually animate like Revenge of the Sith. Like they were gonna have like a animated version of Revenge of the Sith. You were gonna see what Ahsoka was doing during the events of Revenge of the Sith. And it was actually even supposed to continue after Revenge of the Sith for a little bit, in like the very early days of the Empire. That was the original plan for Clone Wars.
Hmm. Um, yeah, I mean, I eventually will probably watch Clone Wars, but Star Wars is so low down on my list of priorities. I want to go back through all the movies again too because I haven't seen them from start to finish since I was a kid.
Clone Wars is excellent. The Clone Wars is absolutely excellent. Uh, you won't be just. The only thing I don't like about Clone Wars is its portrayal of Grievous.
Hmm.
Like I feel like they treat Grievous too much as the villain of the week type of thing. Like it that
Yeah, like not the monster that other Clone Wars show treated
yes,
him like.
I don't like the portrayal of Grievous in the Clone Wars. Other than that, though, everything else I like in Clone Wars.
When is Grievous gonna get his show? Maul's getting a lot of stuff. When's Grievous getting something? When are we gonna see Grievous decimate Dathomir?
I think that's in the final season, isn't it?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure there's animation out there. Yeah, I think it is.
Let me look it up. Because I know that there was talks about it when they talk about like Jedi Fallen Order had the Night Sisters, and they talk about
Yeah, it may not be Clone Wars, but it's hold up, let's see.
oh yeah, there is a thing about there's a battle of him
Yes.
and a Night Sister.
Grievous
Okay,
kills
so yeah, there is.
Night Sisters.
Oh, it's Tales of the Empire. That's when it happened.
Oh, okay, yeah. I knew that they showed it at some point.
So that's recent.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that was in there at some point.
Yeah. So anyway, I gotta finish my X-Men stuff. I gotta get into Wolverine the X-Men, and I gotta probably might go through the movies, but I'm not sure. But then I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. If I'm gonna do back to the Spider-Man shows, or I'm gonna do Daredevil. I gotta watch all the way that through still. But otherwise, this week I also continued Minecrafting, which is still fun and still a great time. But did a lot more grinding on the comic book stuff. Got a lot done in that department. Really excited about that. I'm waiting for the stupid government to give me my trademark so I can be like, ooh, here it is, right? But might as well use the time as we have it. Trying to get all the ducks in a row. Got a website set aside, so that's fun. That'll be fun. And all things to do with that. Really excited to get working on that.
Good stuff,
And
bro.
Hopefully this year, hopefully this summer, we'll be able to have some news. And hopefully this year I'll put out something, a little bitty preview of some kind, and everyone can have that for free. And then trying to figure out paid content first, like with the Ko-fi, and being able to try to get, because there's like memberships with Ko-fi, and trying to get like thinking of members exclusive stuff. It's like, what can I do for that? Like, what are people, because a lot of people, they don't really go for me all that much, like they're just, people come here, they hang out, and that's all right. We like that, but it's like all the money that goes into the Ko-fi is going to get put into the comics in some regard. So whether it's, maybe I kick some bones towards an artist on Twitter to do a commission and have like a, something a little special, who knows, or any type of extra trademark. If we want to have more product, who knows what we're going to happen, so more money in the Ko-fi is good. So I'm thinking of what to do with that. And one thing that crossed my mind is to do some type of reaction or really just like a live commentary kind of thing for like some type of something in TV shows or whatever we decide to do. So one thing that could be down the line, might as well, right? Is maybe some exclusive commentary, first time ever watching for Dragon Ball, One Piece.
Yeah,
Who knows?
We got him, boys. He's
knows?
a wave. We got him, boys. Woo!
Might happen if if that's something that people want to see me watch for the first time, or do at least maybe not do watch alongs, but might as well record it anyway and put it up there. But maybe some per episode review, per season reviews, whatever we set to do. But
Yeah,
I haven't seen none of that shit, so might as well, right?
Be careful with the copyright, because Japan can be a bastard about that.
Well, it won't be showing nothing. It'll be if it's reaction / commentary, it'll just be like I'm watching it. I'll tell you when I'm hitting play, and then if you have your copy, you can watch it, and I'll let you'll have my commentary. Dude.
Yeah, if you started up a Patreon, you could probably make that a reward. Like you get these unedited, unfiltered live reactions to stuff.
It's basically what the Ko-fi is. It's basically a Patreon.
Okay.
You can set like stuff where it will only appear for your monthly subscribers, and I have stuff like that already. So basically, you can put in whatever amount you want, and it'll, as long as it's a monthly payment, you'll get access to the monthly members only stuff. I can also set up a membership system, and I haven't done that yet, but I could decide if I'm like, okay, for $5 or for $1 you get this, for $5 you get that, for 10 you get that, whatever you decide to do. I can do something like that. You just have a video on YouTube, have it unlisted, take the link, put it on the Ko-fi. It'll keep it hidden for people unless you're on that tier. They can click the link. It works that way.
You could also, like, later on, obviously you have like the Ko-fi version first, but there's ways to get around that copyright stuff. You can put like transparent images over stuff, skip around the episode to just the important parts, things like that. There's ways to get around it.
Yeah, I watch reactors in my spare time. That's generally what I watch the most of. So I know a lot of the tricks. It's mainly that's a lot of editing that I don't really want to do, because if this is just going to be if it was for the public YouTube, then that's one thing. But that would be, I would have to do that as like a full-time gig. I wouldn't be able to do a lot of this stuff if I was doing a reaction thing. So I would just do it for the funsies, for the members.
I can show you though, because that's what I did with my Ahsoka live reactions. I've got them on YouTube, but I've edited them and put filters over them and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's ways to get around it.
Yeah. But we'll think on that. It's more things in the pipeline of like how we monetize without being monetized, and try to keep the pipeline going and keep the things going, because our numbers hit a plateau. We weren't able to get like YouTube monetized, weren't able to get super chats, so we could try to just still like fake it until we make it. So
yeah.
But that's something that's on the pipeline. But on top of that, on top of many other comic book related things, I'm going to try to do more shorts. I'm going to try to do different things of that nature. I got a lot kind of spinning in the head right now. But one thing that I did want to talk about last week or a week before, but I forgot about, was I like to showcase the clips that I put up and how I have different thumbnails for each one. And so our discussion of the trailer for Avengers Doomsday, I made a thumbnail for that, just in case it ends up not being the one that we go with. I want to give it its due because I enjoy it. I wasn't able to give it the proper work that it deserved, but I still was like pretty happy with it. It was this one. And this one, it was the AI doing this, but it's still like it took a lot of prompting and it still didn't get it what I wanted to do. It it got it in a little ways. I think if as far as like a YouTube thumbnail works, you'll understand it. But this is obviously based on the Ultimate Alliance cover.
Which AI did you use to do this?
This is Google's AI.
Damn, Gemini.
Yeah, so this is what the biggest pain in the ass was getting it to do the Spider-Man pose in the exact Ultimate Alliance Spider-Man pose.
Yeah.
Because he has that very exaggerated pose that he's doing, but it still it was unable to do a lot of the other ones, and it was driving me crazy. I was like, put the thing in the bottom where the thing is, and it was like it wouldn't do it. It would do it, but it would do the picture that I gave it as reference. So it was like, and I was like, dude, make Captain America do the pose that he's doing. It wouldn't do it. Put Jennifer Gardner Elektra in the thing. Wouldn't do it. So I'm like, fuck it. Put Cyclops, played by James Marsden, in there. Put Ghost Rider down there, and put Deadpool there. Fuck it. And then so that's what it did. But I was happy that it got the pose.
That's Spider-Man's doing. Though. I mean that is, that's nice, dude.
Yeah, with some work, it would, like I could, and I gave it the Wolverine thing, and I'm like, make it Hugh Jackman, put him in this pose, and and this costume, and with some work, I could have it do like everyone's doing the actual pose, how they're supposed to be doing it, and everything, and but no, yeah, this was such a clean one. So like I said, if this doesn't become the main thumbnail, which it should, if it doesn't become the main thumbnail, then this will be the just to showcase it here so that it doesn't get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Noxie says Ultimate Alliance, that game was good. Yeah, I have it. I'm one of the few that have it on the PlayStation 5, and it is still good to play. And I only wish that Ultimate Alliance 3 was on where I could play it, so I could play all three of them. But we gotta get like a bundle. We gotta get X-Men Legends 1 and 2, and we gotta get Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 in some type of bundle. But Activision is just dragging their feet on it, and they've refused to do it. But it's like, come on, like, so easy. I think Microsoft owns Activision now, right? And so it's like, just do that. Like, just do it. Do the thing. So, anyway, moving on from that, something that's bound to be clippable, very heavy, is a little tweet that's made all kinds of waves by Matt Reeves, who posted 2 little camera tests that says #snow tires with a little bat emoji. So we appear to see the Batmobile driving in the snow.
Oh.
And that is our first official look at the Batman Part 2. We have some other news as well. He's been going off on Twitter about how, like, yeah, Andy Serkis is back as Alfred, the mayor actress is back as the mayor, Gordon's back as Gordon, so on and so forth. So we're getting some little rumblings. Of course, we have, as we last talked about, Sebastian Stan as Harvey Dent's been confirmed. I believe Scarlett Johansson as Duella has been confirmed as well. So we at least know that's happening. But it begs the question, we're getting a snowy night in Gotham? Are we getting a Freeze? That was the most requested villain.
Finally, man. It's finally happening. All right. The Mortal Kombat Batman crossover. Sub-Zero is the main villain.
Sub-Zero is the main villain.
Batman 2, dog.
Famed Injustice 2 character Sub-Zero.
Yes.
And
famous DC comic book villain Sub-Zero.
Yeah, it'll be Bihan, as the evil Sub-Zero.
Batman, I have had to put the entire Lin Kuei in cryostasis. Like, all of them?
I must You don't understand. I need to take over. I need to take the Joker to be added to the cybernetic Lin Kuei. Like,
You want to create a Robo Joker? That's mad.
I have to do it to beat the Shirai Ryu.
The Shira. Is that the League of Shadows? Or is that like an off branch of the League of Shadows? I'm very confused here.
Rocky Macabre asks, "What about the robots?" She the Cyber Lin Kuei. That's the other thing I was thinking of that sequel is gonna need is there's so many characters they can bring into that Mortal Kombat. There's Kenshi, there's Cyrax, there's Sector. There's a lot that's like it's like man they got Ermac, Scarlet, Tanya. They wasted fucking Molina in that first one too. Should have waited.
Yeah.
But anyway, Batman 2. So so the snow tires, snowy Batman's always a good vibe.
Yeah, it is.
Is this also a question? Could we be getting a proper Penguin versus Batman? You know, we get in like a Batman Returns type situation where it's
no. We already had the penguin in the first one.
Yeah, and then the Penguin in his own show, but like that's the Penguin doesn't become the Penguin until the end of the Penguin. So it's like maybe they wanted to, it's a Surf Dracula type situation. They want
to. I'd rather have Mr. Freeze than fucking Penguin. No, fuck that, dude. No, Mr. Freeze, let's go. What kid the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
The Ice Age. The Iceman cometh. Yeah. I hope it's Mr. Freeze. I don't know. So people debated when it was like, what is it? It is Mr. Freeze 2 out there, right? Well, Matt Reeves isn't going to do Mr. Freeze because he didn't want to call Oswald Cobblepot Oswald Cobblepot. He changed him to Oswald Cobb. Well, someone said, well, that was because the whole thing where the whole name of Cobblepot is like meant to be rich. He comes from wealth, but the Penguin in the Reeves verse doesn't. He's a street urchin kid, right? He's a more of a mobster than a rich mobster kind of thing. So
yeah.
It was to do that. So it's like doesn't mean that something like a Mr. Freeze is outside the possibility. Now maybe Mr. Freeze is more for DCU Batman than Matt Reeves Batman. Maybe he does want something a little more grounded. And Mr. Freeze is too out there. You know, maybe a Reeves versus Mr. Freeze would be like a guy that's suffering from like a cold disease or something, and then he's just like a terrorist. Like that'd be what he'd do.
But I could.
All right, everyone, chill.
I think you could do a more grounded Mr. Freeze. Like I don't think that's out of the question. I mean, so I could see Reeves being able to pull it off. Now, no, if you're going to do like the more traditional and typical Mr. Freeze, you probably want to save that for the DCU. But
yeah,
I think you can make a more grounded Mr. Freeze.
So what do you picture as a grounded Mr. Freeze?
Well, I think it is possible that he could have Nora in some kind of cryostasis. They probably want to do like the floating tank thing. It would probably be something a little bit more
like she's just in like an alien pod thing where she's just like a Winter Soldier thing. She's frozen.
Yeah, like something like that. As far as like the suit would be like the biggest thing you'd really have to work with. But I think, you know what, it would probably be something more akin, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but it'd probably be something more akin to the Mr. Freeze from the like the old school retro Batman, the Adam West Batman.
The original Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, it would probably be something like that, but just more tragic. It would be. I think it would be something more along the line, because I don't think you'd give him the suit in Matt Reeves' version. I don't think you would do that.
Yeah, or it'd be more like, so like I thought of the Gotham Mr. Freeze, um, which I never watched the show to see how more or less they did it, but I'm just more looking at the costume.
Yeah.
And you know, there is obviously, it was a lower budget show, but you know, they got, it started with this and then it went into this, and um you know, the idea if they just wanted it to be like, oh, it's just he just needs the cold and that's that, but it could be that he doesn't become all frozen yet until the end of the movie when his suit blows up on him and then he's all fucking fucked up, you know? Like maybe Victor
That's
Freeze is a
possible.
tragic case first and he's all like, I need to steal this for my wife, and then Batman's like, grr, I'm Batman, and then oh no, I accidentally hit Mr. Freeze into the vat of chemicals and turned him into Mr. Freeze now. And you won't see it because the movie's not going to continue, but hey, it happened. We did something, you know.
Yeah.
Take
And
place
ag-
off screen. I don't know.
and again, like this could not mean anything in regards to the villain. It literally could just be
It
taking
just
place
takes
around
place during
Christmas.
winter, yeah.
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 But I gotta see Mr. Freeze come back though. Him, and I want to see Poison Ivy make a return.
Yeah, and I feel like the DCU's the one to do that, and I also feel like Gunn might not do it that well, but we'll see what happens.
Well, Mr. Freeze, I can see Reeves doing some version of. Poison Ivy, I don't think you could do in Matt Reeves' universe. That
Poison Ivy, if you were going to do it, she'd be the original version. What Poison Ivy used to be, which is a eco-terrorist that steals plants.
Yeah, but
so like she'd be like, remember in like the original Batman animated series before they just randomly decided to give her plant powers, so she had like the wrist crossbow that she'd shoot like poison into you, you know?
Yeah.
Like something like that. Like she would be something like that.
But Poison Ivy is so known for having the plant powers at this point that, you know,
she's on. That would be her second appearance in live action, though. So I mean,
I just don't. I have a real hard time seeing her fitting in Reeves's universe. I really do.
If we technically go by the last movie, right, had Joker, Penguin, Riddler, and Catwoman in it, and it was the same exact crew as the original Batman 66 movie. So then this should have Bane, Poison Ivy, and Mr. Freeze in it. But no, this is Two-Face. Would be in there. That's the other thing. It's like Harvey Dent's in this. So you just giving Harvey Dent the whole movie? You know, like it can work, but it's going to be hard because you saw it in Dark Knight. Are they going to delay it? Are we doing Long Halloween? Because we also have Sophia Falcone is introduced in the Penguin, you know, so she's part of Long Halloween. Duella Dent, part of Long Halloween.
Harvey Dent, Two-Face is probably the easiest villain to make work in Reeves's universe.
Yeah, it is. And it's because it's no different than doing Nolan Two-Face, you know, and just there's no Joker there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could, I mean, Two-Face is possible. Dude, we just need a fucking trailer. We need a trailer.
We need something here. And, yeah, something to show us that, you know, well, someone had said, my biggest fucking dream is to see in live action is a bloody Batman in snow. I really hope this means it's happening. And then Matt Reeves responded, indeed it is. So Batman is going to be bloody in the snow.
Alfred, I got the shit beat out of me.
Alfred, I'm fucked up.
Alfred, I'm fucked up. Oh, my ribs.
There's this guy called Bane here, and he's fucking kicked my ass.
He broke my back, Alfred.
One thing that could be in a future Batman movie is your own villain, Jasker. A villain you created, could be in the next DC project down the line, because DC is holding a contest, a building bad contest, they call it. Become an architect behind DC's next Batman villain. DC's Building Bad Sweepstakes. For the first time ever, one lucky sweepstakes winner will have a chance to help create a new Batman villain. Debuting in the pages of DC Comics and appearing in the highly anticipated Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight game. Sweepstakes prize. For the first time ever, one lucky winner will have the chance to play. We just read that. The winner will work with DC to select character traits for a new Batman DC supervillain. Play a role in naming the new character. See the character introduced in DC's core comic book line in September 2026. See a Lego version of the character incorporated into the new Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight game planned for September 2026 as part of post-launch DLC. See the character included in a DC Go webcomic targeted for Batman Day, September 19, 2026. Simply fill out the form and submit the sweepstakes form. That's all it takes to enter.
All right, I got one for you. It's the Redneck Rebel, and he will force the world to change to accept the relationship he has with his sister, the very special relationship he has with his sister. And the halls of no bat, no Cape Crusader hiding in the halls of justice will be able to stop him.
Yeah. Yeah, I would I don't know what villain I would like. There would be like, because they're very much like, yeah, you can give an idea, but we're gonna tell you no, right? Like, I'd have a villain called the I don't know, it's like the scene stealer, and he's movie themed. He loves gangster movies, and he's angry at the world because he's got no talent, so he steals things from people, and something like that. And then
I really don't know who I would pick. Or
Alex from Street Fighter. This is Noxie.
I really don't know like what kind of villain I would make for Batman's Rogues Gallery, because dadgum, his Rogues Gallery is already so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like Batman's Rogues Gallery. Batman's Rogues Gallery is probably the best Rogues Gallery in all of fiction, if we're being honest.
And even when they add new characters, it's like, who cares? And there's so many different avenues to go down with this. Like, do you go mob guy? Do you go crazy guy? Do you go superpowered guy? You know, like serial killer guy, you know, like
if I was gonna do a Batman villain, I would probably go something more in the lines of a Deathstroke. You know, to where he can be kind of more of a match for Batman in some way. Because I feel like that's some of the more interesting stories when you have a character like that. But I don't know, though. If you do the crazy villain, you can make it more sympathetic.
Yeah, but I feel like there's already a lot of that, you know? Like, that's the problem. It's like the well's pretty dry with Batman villains. Like, I feel like it's easier and better to go back into like the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s to find a one-off and make him gritty and cool in the modern era, you know? Like, they've done that a few times.
Yeah, man, this is a tough one, dude. Because there's just, how do you create something that can compare to everybody else in that lineup? That's hard to do. That's really hard to do. But I mean,
unless, like, because even if you're like, oh, let's take a guy and let's do the opposite. Like, it's been done. Like, let's do an opposite of Mr. Freeze, but he's fire related. Well, that's done. Right? It's been done. Well, let's do a like opposite of Scarecrow. That's been done too. You know, like it's hard.
All right, I'm going to DC. All right, everybody. Two-Face, but with three faces.
Yeah.
Three
Have you seen that Robot Chicken
three
bit?
faces.
You seen the
No.
Robot Chicken bit
There are
about that?
three-
Oh, so yeah, so it's I don't think I can show it, but he like it's like a scene of him and Two-Face, and Batman punches him into like a pot of like hot something, and then it burns the other half of his face or something, and he's like call me Three-Face now, and then he's like he hurts himself later, and he's like I'm Four-Face. He's like he keeps like it was pretty funny. OG Clayface was pretty cool. Yeah, like like he's serial killer Clayface. Like there's like 8 or 9 Clayfaces. There's a lot of Clayfaces out there. But so this is, I mean, really, what you're doing when you submit this, you're really just submitting the form. You're not submitting the villain yet. They're just gonna pull you from the list, and then it's like boom, you pick it, and it's select the traits. Play a role in naming, right? So you probably are just got to pick from a list that they've already selected.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And so it's like, well, we really want to have this fucking ninja guy, and we don't want to do anything else. So we're gonna have this ninja guy, and he's gonna be like, you could call him like Red Ninja or Evil Ninja or Shadow Ninja.
So we're gonna introduce this new villain. It's gonna be the secret twin brother of Talia al Ghul, known as Tom Al Ghul.
Yeah, Tom Al Ghul. Yeah,
Tom Al Ghul.
Yeah, it sounds lame, says Rocky. Yeah,
why did they never mention him before? Because fuck you. That's why.
I forgot to mention this.
Actually, what? Now that I think about it, that's not a bad idea for a villain. Like
secret Al Ghul sibling.
Yeah, but like Roz never mentions him because he's like a disappointment. And maybe I got it. I am coming up with this on the spot, bro. The reason why Roz wants Bruce to take over the League of Shadows is because he's trying to use Bruce as a surrogate son.
There we go. We got it.
To replace the son that disappointed him.
There we go. We might as well fill this out right now.
That's dude, I'm a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah, so like Al Ghul's son is sitting in there in his fucking bedroom and he's playing Fortnite, and Roz walks in. He's just like, you want to go destroy a pollution today? And he's like, God, Dad, you're so lame. Like, he's like, you see our disappointment to me, son.
This is why I like your sister better.
And your other sister.
And your other sister.
So, one thing I forgot to mention, I forgot that this was here, but did you know that Big Bang Theory is getting another spinoff?
Bro, let it die.
We're not really gonna watch this because I hate Big Bang Theory. But one thing that is, so this is about like basically the side characters from Big Bang have to go on a multiverse adventure. But one thing that happens in it, and I forgot to mention this, is they are attacked by Mr. Freeze.
The fuck?
Like, so here's your live action Mr. Freeze. He's confirmed. He's in the Big Bang Theory multiverse spinoff movie.
I mean, that's kind of a cool costume. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. It works. Like that. It's kind of New 52, but
yeah,
rebirth.
I can roll with that. But bro, when it, I'm not a big fan of the Big Bang Theory. I didn't.
Big Bang Theory sucks,
dude. I didn't see the appeal of it back in the day, and they're doing another spinoff. Look, guys, let it die, let it die, let it shrivel up and die.
I mean, at least Young Sheldon was good. I'll give it that. I liked Young Sheldon, but
I like Roy Jen's comic because that's not a bad concept either.
What about that kid that wanted to be Robin so bad he started creating scenarios and where Batman would take him? They keep going horribly wrong when people keep getting hurt or died. Yeah.
That could be interesting for a story.
That can work. There's a couple of good ones where you can do stuff like that. I remember creating an idea for a DC story in which it would be about a time traveler, like a Booster Gold or something, that goes back in time and tries to stop the death of the Waynes. But in doing so, because it's like the DC universe is like absolute, you can't like not have something happen. Instead of like Flashpoint where Bruce is killed, Joe Chill's bullet actually hits a steam pipe and it hits Bruce's face, but only burns one half of it. And so when the guy goes back to the future, he finds that Bruce Wayne has become Two-Face and Harvey Dent is Batman.
My, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And so you'd have where it's like a Bruce Wayne that's Two-Face, but he's like, I had all this money, but it was taken from me, or I spent it all because I was angry at the world, right? And then Harvey Dent, with a sense of justice, is like inspired to become Batman because of a bat that actually escaped from Kirk Langstrom's lab. That was it was the bat that hits Joe Chill that causes him to move the bullet out of the way and hits and burns Bruce's face. And it was the bat that escaped Kirk Langstrom's lab that he was unable to become Man-Bat, but it was the time traveler that set all the, like, it was a domino effect, right? And that's all the immense emotion.
Jesus Christ.
You know, something cool like that.
See, this is why I don't think we need to fuck with time travel. One little change creates a domino effect.
Yeah, imagine like you go back in time and like stop Hitler, and then it'd be like, and then like Stalin took over the fucking like world.
Yeah,
you know, like
the Soviets actually win. Stalin takes over the world, and it's like, oh shit! At least in the Hitler timeline, they both got defeated at some point.
Yeah, like it was like we'd fucking sometimes just gotta let it happen.
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah, Swan loved Big Bang Theory. Yeah, Big Bang Theory was just like it. The jokes in it. There's the. I'm trying to see if I can find the clip of like it's not a joke. You're just naming things. That's so like.
It felt like
reflective.
From what little I saw of Big Bang Theory, it felt like this is what Hollywood thinks nerds are like.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, this isn't actually what nerds are like.
Where is it? It's like they're talking about ping pong, and it's a guy recording it, and they just say like, "Oh, it's," and they just list off a bunch of like nerd stuff, and the guy goes like, "That's not a joke. You're just naming things. There's no joke there." Yeah, I can't find it, but yeah, there's a lot of just like, oh, there's the you know, the fact that it's just like, oh, we're nerds, but we're also kind of cool, but it's like because real nerds aren't cool, and you know, we're all fans of like, let's laugh at them playing their video games, and you know.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I can find it. Yeah, I probably can't. I've seen it on Twitter, but yeah, and then it's just the overall like I've always described, because my sister liked it, and I've always described it of like like it was like, oh, it's like it's not made for people like me to watch. It's made for people like my sister to watch who aren't into the nerd stuff and can kind of just tangentially relate to what they're talking about. But it's not like, oh, well, you know, of course, Hobbits and Game of Thrones and D&D and you know, and all this stuff. And it's like, man, that's just the jokes, and also the jokes just aren't funny. So
yeah, again, it just seems so shallow to me.
But something infinitely better is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which had its deluxe edition trailer out recently that shows off all the DLC skins you can get. And I, of course, have this pre-ordered, so I'll be able to have all of it. But we, of course, we have our... This is the Batman Arkham Knight skin, which looks great. The translation to the Arkham stuff. I love that they started... Like, this is a recent Lego thing, but putting stuff on the arms helps a lot, you know, and they didn't used to do that. Batman Beyond, of course. This one I had read, but I can't remember what it is. It's not like the Forever one that's in there. Yeah, so you get the Arkham Trilogy pack, the Party music pack, and the Batman Beyond pack. And later you're getting the Mayhem mode, which is playable Harley and Joker, and the Sinister pack, which they're like, ooh, what is it?
Go with a smile.
They show here, I don't know what these ones are supposed to be referencing, but here's the Arkham Robin. So it's Kid Robin, but he's got the bald fucking Arkham Knight head that everyone hates.
Yeah, that I wasn't a fan of the bald Robin, man.
No one is. No one likes it. Especially the Arkham City version just has so much like aura. Like the hood up version is just miles better.
Oh God, yeah.
Like especially for the era that it came out, and I don't think Robin ever had a hood either. It's just like that. Like that was just like that's a cool outfit, and he never has it because at Arkham Knight they put the hood down. He's bald the whole time.
Yeah, I don't understand, especially because it's Tim Drake. Like he should be on the younger side.
Yeah,
like don't make him bald. Come on now.
Like in the original Arkham City art, you know, he has a little bit of a shaved head, but under the hood. But at least like I can tell this is Robin.
Yeah.
But that other one, they just had him completely clean bald, and it's like that's too much. It's
yeah, Tim Drake is my favorite Robin. This is my least favorite Tim Drake design.
Yeah, and it's all dependent on the hood. Like a hood up is cool. Hood down, no, you ruined it.
Yep, absolutely. The hood makes a difference.
We see back here Arkham City, Catwoman.
Yep.
And then I believe this is also, this is Arkham Knight, Batgirl here too.
Now, Batgirl and Catwoman's design in the Arkham series is great. They're fantastic.
Yeah, because it's basically just like the new 52 or whatever thing, or you know, like the actual designs.
Yeah.
And then the Beyond. Gordon's in the Beyond police officer outfit. That's funny. But we get some like new stuff. We get Batgirl Beyond, Catwoman Beyond, and then Nightwing Beyond here, because Nightwing is also in the game. But yeah, so you know we get some different stuff here for them, and then the party pack, which it's whatever. I'm probably not going to use it. Catwoman's design looks cool though, with the dress and the hair with the goggles.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks wrong. Right here, back up here. Like that's the Batman Beyond suit with an actual cape. See? Like the wings. They're not like the wings, you know?
Is. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. I mean, I've seen the image. I didn't even realize that.
Right here. What? What?
Huh?
I thought you said that you couldn't see the image.
No. I said I saw the image earlier.
Yeah.
but I didn't even realize it's an actual cape and it's not like the actual Batman Beyond design.
Yeah, like that's like every Batman Beyond thing. You do it, you got to have just the little wings poke out. You can't,
This is too Dracula-ish.
Yeah, you can't have this right here in the middle. That's what's doing it. You gotta have this part removed. It's gotta cut off like here. But,
yeah.
And you get a special Batcave items celebrating the stuff. And I did see there were some fun Easter eggs in this. So here's the Arkham. So you get a Riddler trophy. You get the Arkham City map from Hugo Strange's room. You get what looks like just the Steel Mill or something here, just Gotham. Or maybe Arkham Asylum. This is the model of Arkham Asylum.
I'm thinking that's Arkham Asylum.
The Joker with the TV head from Arkham Asylum. That moves around. And then they have the Batman Beyond pack. The Egg Baby from the Egg Baby episode. That's funny. The mech suit that Bruce wears in the Inkling episode. You get Ace. This is the Terrific Trio back here. This is the picture of the Terrific Trio, the Fantastic Four ripoff people. And then this is the Golem, the kid that can control technology, that controls the big mech suit. That's cool. All those little things. And then finally the Beyond Batmobile. But you can't fly with it though, but you can drive around with it. But they never gave us the Beyond Batmobile. That's pretty cool. Beefy is here. Hello, Beefy. I'm excited for this game. Oh yeah, I already read like a review of it that was like man, this might just be peak. That it's like it's got all the stuff from Arkham, and then they said, and then the story randomly like locks in towards the end. Like it's just like randomly just like locks in for no reason. It's like, man, and all the little references that they have to the other movies, like how there's the they have the Prince song from Batman '89 that plays when they do the destroying the art museum thing. Yeah. They have that song in the game during that scene, and then also they had a trailer that plays "Kiss from a Rose," which is from like the Batman Forever soundtrack. And so that's crazy. Plus, you have the fact that they're not only doing every movie, but there's a whole side quest or whatever, a whole story part of Batgirl and Batman fighting Firefly, which is going to be based off the canceled Batgirl movie. Like,
oh,
like that's like everything is in this movie. Like, it's crazy.
Man, let that movie die.
No, but I'm okay with that though, because it's like, yeah, we're doing a little like reference to that movie. Like, that's cool. I like that. Here's the Arkham Asylum or the Arkham Knight. This is Arkham Knight Batmobile. So you get if you thought you were done with the Arkham Knight Batmobile, here it is again. And then the Mayhem. You can play as the Joker and Harley Quinn. And a new story mission and a Mayhem mode. Which that's something that old games used to do. Like the Superman Returns game has that. It has like Bizarro's Rampage as like a secret. You have to how you unlock Bizarro's Rampage is you have to have a copy of Superman Returns, which I do. You have to enter in a cheat code. And how you get the cheat code is you go to the DVD of Superman Returns and goes to like special features and find a hidden Bizarro. You know how you used to be able to like go down the menu and there'd be like, if you went off to the side, you'd find the hidden thing over there you can click on. So it's one of those, and you click on like the Bizarro logo and it gives you the code for Bizarro's Rampage.
Right.
And so then you have the Rampage mode. You get to play as Bizarro. You get to just tear up Metropolis. That stuff that like games used to do, and then they didn't do it. I remember The Amazing Spider-Man game had the pre-order mission. You pre-order and you get the Rhino Rampage mode too. So yeah.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back, Wizard.
All right. Classic superhero gimmick. And then even having this whole villain mission too is just like a big reference to the original Lego Batman game. So I'm excited for this. It's really close. On the 19th, I'll be able to play it. So only 6 days away. Excited for that. Yeah. I hate the Riddler trophy. Oh yeah, getting all the Riddler trophies. Just I've done it. Especially at night, how you have to do it to fight the Riddler at all, and they are a pain in the ass. And there's a lot of times where I'm just like, you're just walking around, by yourself collecting all these fucking trophies. It's like, man, this ain't worth it. This is just not worth it. And Arkham City too, like Arkham City started the whole thing, and how there's just the absurd amount of Riddler trophies, just all because they really wanted like to pad out people's playtime so that they wouldn't go to GameStop and get their money back. It's crazy. More news in the that'll be able to look forward to in June is more DC animated TV shows with the Batman Cape Crusader season 2, Creature Commando season 2, DC Superpowers, which I don't know if we've heard much about this one, the Mr. Miracle show, the Starfire show, and My Adventure with Green Lantern. So lots of animated shows to look forward to. I haven't seen Cape Crusader yet, but Creature Commandos was good. This one famously will not have James Gunn writing it. So we'll see what happens with that. And then the My Adventures with Green Lantern. I haven't watched the My Adventures series either, but should be good as well. The Starfire one's interesting because this and Mr. Miracle are actually set in the DCU. So we'll see what they do with that, because Starfire on her own with no Teen Titans around is pretty interesting. And then the Mr. Miracle giving us our first look at the new gods of the DCU. And Darkseid, I think, will probably be in this too, which is crazy. No Kite Man season 2. You're right, Roygen. No Kite Man and no Harley Quinn. Like Harley Quinn, you can kind of tell ended with that last season, and barring like one episode, it wasn't really that good. But I liked Kite Man. I liked what it was doing, and they obviously set up that sequel. But like, I could understand. I think it just got lost in the power swap when James Gunn took over. You got lost in that whole shuffle about like, oh, we want to do shows like this, and we're not, Origin says I didn't like the Harley Quinn show, to be honest. Yeah, it was hit and miss. I think it lost the plot after like season 2. When it became another, like every other episode was just like, oh, now here's a villain doing a normal job in this world was the gimmick. Or really a hero too, but it was like, oh, what if fucking Captain Cold ran a ice cream truck, and here's this guy now, he's running this job. And it's like every villain now has a day job, or they treat villainy as a day job. Like, oh, let's do Hero Con or Villain Con on the moon, and we have a convention full of villains that all hang out and talk about villain stuff.
What show are we talking about?
The Harley Quinn show.
Oh, don't take it seriously. It's not meant to be taken seriously.
No, but it just kind of, it lost its own kind of whimsy with that in that third season when they started doing that stuff compared to the first and second. But it's probably over now. And then like we were saying, there's no Kite Man season 2, so it's like that's over too. And We got these to look forward to. Creature Commandos is promising, and like I said, with Gunn not writing it, it'll be interesting to see how that goes for them. But we do have an episode title. Apparently, like one of the titles is something to do with a star or a starfish, and so we're like, oh, are they bringing Starro back? Like
Probably.
But then what does that mean? Is it going to be just Starro again, or what are we getting with that? But we don't know. Like Creature Commandos can literally just be anything at this point. And Mr. Miracle, yeah, Mr. Miracle will be interesting. It's based off that Tom King story, and people do praise that. And I want to see a hot big Barda, damn it. And maybe Starfire. Starfire it'll be what is Starfire? Is it going to be all on Tamaran? Because we don't get to see Tamaran.
No, don't do that fucking woke Starfire shit. Don't do fuck that. No.
I mean, it's right here. They're doing it.
No.
Starfire. Boom.
Yeah, but let's do the cool Starfire shit.
Well, I mean, they still will do that, but it's like I don't want Starfire to be on Earth outside of the Titans, right? So you have to set it in space.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, look at that. That's fucking space.
Yeah.
In the background there. I mean, I kind of like to see a political show on Tamaran about, like her and her sister Blackfire, like.
Yeah, we don't get to see Tamaran all that often.
I mean, that would be kind of cool, like Game of Thrones, except,
Yeah, so like the story with Blackfire is that she was born originally she was born without powers, so she was unable to become the queen. And then Corey was born, and then with the powers, and so then she was able to become the queen, and so that's why Blackfire hates Starfire.
Yeah,
so, something like that. But I also would be okay if it's like a fun, like Hynden Walsh as Starfire, and we're having fun, and it's like just a fun show. But
nah,
I don't know.
Let's do Game of Thrones, but on Tamaran. Fuck it.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. So. And then the Mr. Miracle show, like this will be cool, and this will give us our first appearance of Darkseid, so because if it's based off that Tom King story, then we're getting Darkseid. He's gonna be sitting in a chair, like,
and he will never move from that chair all season.
Like literally, he sits in a chair, like he just sits in a normal ass chair in an apartment. That's what he does.
What I want him to do, though, I want him to stay in that chair the whole season.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like he's Thanos. I'm gonna do it later.
Yeah, at the very end, there's a post-credit scene. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
And he gets up and he struggles. He's like, huh. When you sit in the chair and you're like,
he's like,
chair.
Oh Lord.
So more DC shows down the pike.
Cape Crusader, I've not seen the first season yet.
Neither have I. I do know that people kind of talk about that it kind of fell off, not in the sense that it got bad. It's just that people don't talk about it anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, that was a show that came and went.
I mean, I've heard mixed things about it. It's one of those shows I kind of like to see it myself, to judge it for myself, for really coming to a decisive conclusion on that. My Adventures with Green Lantern, though, I'm assuming that's going to be in the same vein as My Adventures with Superman.
It is a spin-off of that show, yes, because I believe Jessica Cruz is the star, and she's going to be in the next season coming up of the My Adventures show.
Okay, I really like My Adventures with Superman. I enjoyed that show immensely. Did you see it?
No, I have not watched it yet. So.
Oh, dude, it's really good, dude. It's really, really good. Yeah, you need to see it. That show's really, really good.
Yeah, I hear it's also like my big thing that I've seen of it that I don't like is the character designs for a lot of the villains. Like Silver Banshee and stuff like that, where it's like, it's kind of like Bucky, but
Oh,
Um,
dude, nah, check it out. And it's, I don't want to spoil it, but like the later storyline is like really fucking good.
I followed it. I followed it here and there. Like I know, like they do a whole Viltrumite thing with Krypton and um,
It's one of my
stuff like
favorite.
that.
It's one of my favorite versions of Supergirl.
Well, we're getting a we got news now of the next season. They're gonna do the Reign of the Supermen. We show Cyborg Superman, and they show Steel, and they show Superboy. That they're gonna be doing that. So, Roygen says the show is kind of mixed. Like sometimes good, other times meh.
I don't know, man. I really enjoyed my adventures with Superman. That like, oh, I had fun with it. I enjoyed it.
I do think that a more anime style Green Lantern show can be good, though. That can be fun.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, this could definitely work.
Yeah, so and I mean people like those My Adventures, the My Adventures show. So I know people really wanted My Adventures with Batman, but I don't think that DC needs to touch that. You know, I don't think they need to try to, you know, DC's protective of Batman.
That would be
No Batman says words.
that would wow, that I'm trying to think how that would even work.
But yeah, so that is what's coming in the animated realm. In the live action realm, James Gunn did share another teaser for Lantern, something giving the people what they wanted, something that many rumored, nobody believed, but finally we see it. We see green
Oh
in
my
a lantern,
God.
everyone. We got there.
Oh my
We did it.
It's green. Yeah.
Oh no, he meant Cape Crusader. So the Cape Crusader was mixed, but mostly
Green is making a comeback lately with Wicked, with the Helix, and now we got Green coming back to Green Lantern. Good for Green, man.
I mean, Green never should have left Green Lantern, but it was just for some reason the trailer they were like, we're not going to show it. So
James,
finally
James,
get to see it.
I got an idea. Green Lantern, but brown. This guy's fucking genius. This is why you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, we thank you for your input, Mr. Van Skyver.
But yeah, the is this the only picture he posted?
Yeah, he just says, "Beware my
Okay.
power, Green Lantern's light."
Okay, so this is definitely a response to the criticism. Absolutely.
Yeah, it 100% is. There was
Yeah.
like so many people being like, "Where's the fucking green? There's no green in this movie. There's green in this show." And then yeah, here it is.
Yeah. Which I see. I wouldn't have called it. I wouldn't have called it lanterns. I'll just be real with you. I would have said Green Lanterns or Green Lantern Corps. You know,
Something, yeah.
I don't like it just being called unless the show is going to be about the other Lantern Corps. But if you're just doing Green Lanterns, then it ought to be either Green Lanterns or Green Lantern Corps. Like it shouldn't just be lanterns.
Compare this to the image of Jade from Stargirl, and it's like, now there's a green.
Yeah, that's green, baby.
That's a green. This is like a weird ass fucking teal, some shit.
That's better. It's better than what we had before.
Better than brown. Yeah, it's more green than brown, so that's good. But here's
can you imagine a Brown Lantern Corps be like,
all right, well, Sorrow is already the Gray Lantern Corps. That's been finally canonized. That's been fan canon forever, but they finally made Gray Lanterns gray. Gray Lantern Sorrow. So that's
as my bowels move, I become more
it more really fit. Like
let
it's
the universe smell my shit.
That's the That's the Brown Lantern Corps. It's like they can make shit constructs.
We can make constructs out of shit. That's disgusting, dude.
And it's like really, it's like that's not even like shit is not an emotion. Really? You ever say you feel like shit? All right, point taken. You got me there.
All right, fuck it. It's canon. That's part of the emotional spectrum now. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's this after we reach sadness, then there's like when you have to take a dump. that's the Brown Lanterns.
My bowels move. They just can't quit. Let the universe smell my shit.
For all who eat this, for all who suffer on taco night, beware my power. Brown Lantern's light.
Like, Jesus Christ, bro. We just created a couple of Batman villains, and now we've created a new Lantern Corps. You're welcome, DC.
New Lantern Corps.
You're welcome, DC.
Yeah, I just made the shit lanterns.
You're fucking welcome.
I mean, what? I mean, you got the black lanterns, you got the white lanterns, you got the gray lanterns. Like brown is the only color left, and it's got to be shit. It's got to be. Their power is when they power up when they get diarrhea. Yeah, they are fueled by everyone's collective shitting. So the more people that shit, the more powerful they are.
When your toilet when your toilets are clogged, that's when you know a brown lantern is near.
Like when the ring chooses a wielder, right, of like a Green Lantern, right? It's like you, like Hal Jordan, you have great will, right? So you like after you have like a really big shit, and then just a brown ring floats into your bathroom while you're sitting there, and it's like, Jessica James, you have the power of great shit.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Can you let me wipe first?
No, you no longer need to wipe.
That's
As a
you're
brown
right.
turn, all shits are no wipers.
Oh, that's convenient. Oh, that's very convenient. Thank you. Thank you.
They're one squeeze, no wipes.
One squeeze, no wipes. What a beautiful thing we created.
Yeah, we created the Brown Lantern Corps. Yeah, Swan is out of here. Don't worry, we're getting off of it. It's like when Goku gets all the energy for everyone's spirit bomb, but it's shit. Yeah, he just is like holding it up and like I must call from the powers. It's not enough. And he holds his hand out towards India. It's like,
oh God,
I summon the powers, and it's like Atrocitus is over there. Like, what is this power? Like, this is the power of curry, and it's like, and he launches a big shit fist at him, and he's like, ah.
When he throws the shit fist, he's like, he tells his enemies, he's like, hey, Majin Buu, get shitted on.
So there you go. There's the newest Lantern Corps, the shit lanterns.
We did it, folks. We've reached peak.
Never like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're not getting any better than this.
Yeah, damn, dude. What a fucking show, right?
Anyway, continuing on for more DC news, Matthew Lillard has been cast in Man of Tomorrow.
Oh.
So a lot of speculation on who he could be, which is probably most likely just going to be a dude, but you never know.
Trying to think who he would play.
Well, there is one out there. So if you remember, Jessica, Matthew Lillard, of course, played Shaggy in the live-action Scooby-Doo movies. Those Scooby-Doo movies, or at least the first one, was written by James Gunn. So he's worked with Matthew Lillard before. And there is a story. This is a story from 2023. So this is before James, I think, took over he was working for him. This was before he took over. James Gunn reveals he once pitched a Plastic Man movie to Matthew Lillard. on the set of Scooby-Doo 2000. So Matthew Lillard could be Plastic Man.
Oh wow! You know what? I could see James Gunn doing something like, especially in this universe. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have yet to see Plastic Man in live action or really in a movie at all. I mean, he's been in animated movies, but no theatrical Plastic Man ever to be seen. When Darkseid gets the anti-life equation, the Brown Lanterns say, "Hold my beer." I think Plastic Man may have been in the Legends of the Superheroes thing.
I think you're right.
Legends of the Superheroes was that live action Hanna-Barbera TV special back
Yes.
in the day.
Yep.
And no, he wasn't. So, because there's nothing that shows up when I look him up. Yeah. There's a fan trailer, an AI of Jim Carrey as Plastic Man. Let's watch this just to see. We haven't watched an AI trailer on here in a while.
I used to have a simple plan. Pick the lock, grab the loot, and vanish before the sirens started singing. But that vat of experimental sludge didn't just melt my skin. It melted my entire reality. Now, I'm the only guy in the zip code who can look at his own liver without a scalpel.
Look at them, O'Brien. The humans. Moving, breathing, changing.
And it's like, let's put Grant Gustin in here for some reason.
So unpredictable. So profound.
Why is he in the Reverse Flash suit? That doesn't make any
Give this
sense.
city the one thing it lacks. Perfection. A world that never moves. A world made of beautiful, unyielding stone.
Eel, look at the skyline. The dome is closing, and if we don't stop him, Central City becomes a museum of statues. I need a hero right now, not a Looney Tune.
This doctor wants a world that can't move. He's never met a guy who literally doesn't know how to stay in one piece.
So yeah, that could be. It's hopefully better, but that could be what they're getting.
I mean that's it's not out of the realm of possibility for James Gunn. Also, did I see a trailer for Grey Hulk?
Probably something
That
AI
would
related.
Marvel ain't gonna do that shit, but it would be kind of cool.
This is what I was thinking of. Was the Plastic Man comedy show.
It's the Plastic Man Comedy Adventure Show, starring the longest arm of the law, Plastic Man, with Mighty Man and the world's ugliest dog, Yuck, and featuring the wiliest cat ever to nab a mouse or outsmart a dog.
They have a
I'm Plastic Man. Welcome to the show.
live action
For
Plastic
those of you
Man.
who don't know,
Was this
is
really
my
a thing?
show. I am
Yeah.
a superhero and quite possibly the best superhero there is. Right, Chief?
Frankly, no.
She's just kidding, really. And now, on to our first adventure. Halloween is my favorite time of year because everybody looks as nutty as me, and I bet you do too because you're wild and I know it. Now let's watch Baby Plans.
Yeah, because they would do these old, Hanna-Barbera style things.
I can't believe
Ever-
this was a thing.
You ever see the Thing one?
No,
The Thing had his own show. Oh yeah, that one's crazy. Because yeah, there was a show. It was called Fred and Barney Meet the Thing, and it was on Boomerang. It was the Hanna-Barbera thing, and so this is the Thing, right here. He's this little kid, and he had two rings on his fists, and he'd put them together, and he'd say, "Thing ring, do your thing."
Thing ring, do your thing.
Where does the rocks come from?
This is from the Thing ring.
I'm gonna go for a new track record.
Oh, this is so inaccurate.
Yeah, I know, but for whatever reason, they wanted to do this.
Hold it right there, pal.
So, yeah.
Marvel.
Thing ring, do your thing.
Marvel.
This wasn't Marvel. This was Hanna-Barbera. But anyway.
Well, Marvel had to have known this was happening.
Well, I think they got the rights because they used to remember they had the old cartoons back in the day. And I think they still had the rights from that, and so they only wanted the thing because that's what the kids liked, but they were just like, yeah, kid, and he put the rings together, he turns it into the thing, and the thing ring does its thing, and there you go.
The fuck was wrong with y'all back in the day?
And so
Good.
Anyway.
Grief.
Matthew Lillard. So if it's something fun like Plastic Man, that's cool. I could probably just, it's gonna be a fucking like random guy though, most likely, but who knows? It's a big guy to get, and I imagine if you're gonna get him for something, he'd be something cool.
Fuck it, man. He's Zod.
You know, like, I mean, remember, he's got range. He was a psycho guy in Scream, you know, so.
It's Zod in disguise, and he's been spying on Clark.
And his name is William Afton.
And finally, my theory is going to be proven true. Clark, I'm Zod. By the way, I edited that message from your parents.
That's not happening. It's not going to happen.
That was all bullshit. They were actually really great people. They were cool. They were awesome. But, you know, I'm actually the conqueror.
No, I got it, Jessica. If he's going to be a villain, he's going to be a creepy guy. He's Toy Man. That's who he.
You know what?
That'd fucking work.
You know what? That could work. That I could see it. I could actually see it. Yes.
Yeah, because then he could be as crazy as he wants. And yeah, he can be Toy Man.
That could actually work. Also, yes, that message was fucking edited by Zod. I swear to God, I'm telling you that's exactly.
That's that. They already said it's not.
I don't give a fuck what they said. All right, they're lying. They are lying to you, just like Clark's parents were lying to him because the message is edited.
More news from Matt Reeves. He says more tomorrow with the bad emoji. So next week we might have might even be a trailer to watch. Who knows?
Oh, please, God, please, God, give us something, man. I'm so tired of waiting for news on this movie.
Yeah, especially after we've already had to go through the whole thing with the DCU where it's like, oh, you know, like, what are we getting? When are we getting Batman and that? What are we doing with Batman and that and all this stuff with Brave and the Bold? And then it's like, don't forget, we got this one here. And, you know, people just kind of forget.
I need some Batman in my life, bro.
So it's apparently going to be casting news. That's what he's going to have more of tomorrow. But hopefully there's something cool in there. Like maybe we'll just get some stuff confirmed about like who's playing who. You know, like Duella, and get that all confirmed, but maybe we'll get a villain.
You know what else? I just thought of Mad Hatter could also work in Reeves' universe.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
But you know, and
I mean, yeah, Mad Hatter could work. Two-Face could work. Freeze, I think, could work, but you'd have to you got to play him a certain way.
Yeah, you got to figure out.
Let's see who else could work. Well, they could do Mask of the Phantasm, but I doubt it.
They're not doing that now.
No,
we went back when it was like, oh, is Scarlett Johansson going to be Andrea? You know, like they're not doing that now.
Somebody,
If they're doing anything, they're doing Two Faces, the main guy, or they're doing Long Halloween.
Yeah.
Because you're getting Scarlett Johansson as Duella, you're going to do Long Halloween because she's a major star.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what they do, but I'm glad we're finally getting news because for the longest time it was like, are they even making this movie anymore? There was rumors going back and forth. Oh, they canceled it. James Gunn gave it, gave it the axe, and all that stuff.
Yeah, we need something. We need something. Like, just give us something, man.
Yeah. So, let me see here if we have anything that we can tack on to this week. Black Mask. Black Mask is good. He's easy to do.
Yeah, Black Mask could work in that universe.
The Harley Quinn movie did that, but no one remembers that he was in that.
Jesus, I'm trying to think.
I mean, there's a couple that like Poison Ivy can work. If you can do Freeze, you can do Ivy.
Poison, I guess. Yeah, maybe.
It's the same simp. It's the same process, just different chemicals.
I mean, technically they could do Ra's al Ghul, but I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to bring in the League of Shadows into this universe.
I mean, people wanted the Court,
Wouldn't be against it. The Court of Owls could also work.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Court of Owls is something that you got to set up over time. I don't think you just introduce them into a movie and make them the main threat. I feel like it's got to be something like, oh, we got to leave clues in this Batman movie, and then in the sequel leave some clues, and then maybe in the third one we bring in the Court of Owls.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, because you need it. It's really about dissecting Batman's connection to Gotham, but this doesn't. Court of Owls works in a Batman story where Batman is said to know every inch of Gotham. Right. Like, there's nothing that he can be surprised by. Then all of a sudden, it's like, boom, the Court of Owls has been there the whole time, and he didn't know it. But with this, I feel like this is too new of a Batman for Court of Owls to work. If that makes sense.
I guess. I don't know. I think it. Well, okay, yeah, maybe not this film. Maybe I agree. Maybe not this film.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see what news we get as more develops, but I think that is our show for this week. Next week we will have, let's see here, we got probably some Marvel stuff, as we will talk about the X-Men 97 new costumes that are out and all of the references that are inside, including references to the Fox movies and other comic book arcs, and really more like what we could be getting in that, as well as the Russo brothers, or one of the Russo brothers, getting some flack for what they said about Spider-Man. Marvel Tokon was getting some really some drama going around with the replacement of T'Challa in its roster, and people were claiming that T'Challa is being erased And I've even said similar things in the past. So we will look at both of that as well. And then maybe if we have the time and if nothing else more comes out, we have some random movie news as well to look at. We never did look at the Resident Evil trailer. Maybe we will do that next week. But as well as live action Scooby-Doo and who knows what else. But that is it for this week. I do want to say, I do want to give a in memoriam to Read Comics Online, which may have been taken out back and shot, sadly, this past week, where we have used it many a time on this very channel to do our Thursday shows. So maybe, Thursday takes a bit of a hiatus. We don't know yet. Got to figure out how to do that, but we were unable to pirate this comic, so now we have to just buy them like we're peasants.
Yeah, there seems to be a crackdown. Like I know with like some of the One Piece leakers, like there's been a crackdown on that. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but there is a crackdown on this shit hard, bro.
Yeah, and the there's a lot of that, and there's the, like, people were saying Read Comics Online wasn't just a place that you pirated comics. There's versions, like there's scans of books that Marvel just doesn't have on there. Like you can read every book from start to finish. Every Avengers story's there, but not every Avengers story is available in these fucking things.
Yeah.
So, and so that sucks that it's like it's not about like fighting piracy, like you're doing a lot, there's a lot more to it than that, and yeah, so it sucks, but hopefully they bounce back, and because they're too important to a lot of people. I mean, there's stuff people were talking about how like the major players, like the major artists use it for like reference, and writers, because Marvel just doesn't have everything out there. Same with DC, so we'll see if it comes back up, but it's just sad. It's sad, but anyway, hate using Read Comic. Always keep taking to another random page every time I click something on it. You gotta use ad blocker, Roy. Come on, what are you doing? What are we doing here? You gotta go in with the ad blocker if you're going to Read Comics Online. Like that's why the big reason why when I streamed the last episode I streamed Thursdays on, I used the Mozilla Firefox to do it because Google got rid of the ad blocker. If I do it again, even if I buy the new books or whatever I decide to do, I'm probably just going to end up like screenshotting everything and just doing some like editing in a video, and then I'll share the video, and then that's how I'll do the story of the books but we'll figure out. If I do Thursday live, I might decide to just pre-record Thursday and, just kind of do a little Thor news thing, or we won't go over the comics like we used to. I'll just do a review of them and just talk about what's been going on. I don't know. We'll figure that out, but I do got to talk about it because there's a lot of Thor news, especially with the movies out there we can talk about. But, if you want to see Thursday return, don't forget to sound off in the comments, in the chat, and most importantly on the Ko-fi, where we have right now $8 sitting in there in our return to StreamYard goal. If you'd like to see us return to StreamYard, $45 a month is return to StreamYard. But anyway, I haven't picked up this week's comics yet. Which one? Which one? Yeah. Comics good. Beefy. Anyway, yeah, there's not a whole lot of comics out there that have really paid attention to. But like with Mortal Thor, I just forget that it exists until I randomly check Read Comics, and it was like, oh yeah, there's a new one. But we're not gonna do that no more. And then I gotta pay for Comics Unlimited, and it's fucking or Marvel Unlimited thing, and it's they don't even put the comics out right away. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, which one you use? Oh, ad blocker. Oh, well, so I use Firefox as my main browser because Chrome doesn't have ad blocker anymore. And I use uBlock Origin for my ad blocker. And that absorbs all of it pretty well. And if it doesn't, you can train it to just look for something on the page and take it out every time. So anyway, but don't use ad blocker. Well, actually, you can use ad blocker because we don't have ads on our streams, but so you can use ad blocker on our streams, but don't use it on YouTube for anybody else. Wink, wink. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Roygen. Thank you, Beefy, for stopping by. Thank you, Baki, for being here as always. Thank you, Swan. And I think that was everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jess. Rocky Macaw was also here. Thank you, Jesker, for sticking it out, and Noxie as well.
Of course, of course, of course.
And Zombie Boy. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'll be back next week with some Marvel news and what else did I say? Yeah, Marvel news, and we'll also have the Marvel Rivals too, the newest hero added to Marvel Rivals, and that new trailer that'll be fun to watch. So anyway, thank you all. We'll see you all next week.